Hey, happy Friday. I'm just going to jump right in. I watched the news. I broke down and I watched the news this morning. And I was astounded at how many commercials appeared between news segments. It's not 50-50, but it's awfully close. There were, without exaggeration, at least 6 commercials in every interval. And in some cases, I didn't even know what the commercial was about, and I was paying attention. They were literally so obscure, the message, like subliminally, I'll probably be thinking of this later on, but I have no clue what they were advertising. I don't know what the business was. I don't know what the point was. I just spent 20 seconds being mesmerized by something that made absolutely no sense. But anyway, on a U.S. air flight leaving JFK this morning, this man decided to announce, a passenger decided to announce that I have Ebola, you're all screwed. Well, needless to say, nobody really had a sense of humor about it, least of all the airlines. The next thing you know, a hazmat team is coming on. These guys are coming on like space-suited up, and they're taking the man off the plane. Now everybody is stuck on the plane on the tarmac for several hours while they check this out. This jerk will probably never fly again. The stewardess decides to smooth everybody over by saying she's been flying for, I don't know, 36 years or whatever, 26 years. She's sure he's an idiot. Well, you know what, ma'am? I don't know that you need 26 years in the air to discern that that guy was an idiot. I have traveled with idiots a lot. In fact, sometimes I actually am the idiot. I mean, we all have days where we just behave badly. I don't think I would ever get on any public mode of transportation, particularly in this day and age, and announce that I had a virus. But nonetheless, I mean, this is what this guy did for entertainment. Who knows what was going through his mind? Certainly not him. But anyway, they took him off the plane. And then they started talking about, Obama's numbers and whether he's a good president or a bad president. What's his legacy going to be, versus Hillary Clinton is going to run for office. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, we just went through the whole Hillary Clinton. For the record, I don't consider myself Democrat or Republican. I'm so confused by politics and just disenchanted with the whole thing that I don't even classify myself. But having said that, after what we went through with, and I'll admit it, I'm not a fan of Hillary Clinton, and it's not a Democrat or Republican thing. I just don't get a good feeling about her at all, and the Benghazi thing pretty much sealed it for me. But then I'm looking and I'm thinking, okay, Chelsea just had a baby, and they were talking about her, and she has a bachelor's degree from Stanford, where she graduated with high honors. Then she went to Oxford and got a master's degree in international relations, and now has just gotten, in May of 2014, just graduated with a PhD in international relations. So guess what? Here's what I'm going to put out there. If a Clinton has to run to represent the Democratic Party, you guys should be taking a serious look at Chelsea, because I think the Hillary ship has sailed, and I'm not seeing anybody else out there I mean, here's a female who has a young baby, who is very educated. She practically grew up in the White House. I mean, she's got as much experience as anybody else. Why not give her a shot? I'll bet you we'd be surprised at what we get. That's just my thing about the Clintons. I just don't know what else is going on. But anyway, let's see what else we have here. We have, oh yes, the Ebola screenings are now going to be done in 5 major international airport locations. I'm sure one of which is JFK. But they're going to have the TSA guys doing this. Now, help me, because maybe it's just me and I'm missing the point here. The TSA guys are essentially like glorified security guards. I checked their pay scale. I actually Googled it, and they are paid between $25,000 a year and $44,000 a year. I'd be willing to bet that these guys are not medically trained, but now, once again, we're in the age where everybody does everything, and I flashed back to when I worked at a company where I worked with engineers, and the one engineer was really frustrated one day, and he told me he was going to throw his computer out the window, which I thought was really funny. But he said, if I wanted to be an accountant, that's what I would have studied in college. I wanted to be an engineer. I don't want to do all this accounting shit. Why am I having to do this and this and this? Why can't I just do my job? And the answer is nobody just does their job anymore. Every job is everybody's job. So with that being said, we have now mutated this and taken it to its full yet absurd conclusion of now TSA is going to be the medical people who are going to check and see if anybody getting in has Ebola. You know what? We're screwed. Now we really are screwed, because I'm sorry, no, I don't think the TSA guys are going to catch this. And I don't mean that they're not going to come down with Ebola. I mean, I don't think they're going to be able to identify it. Hell, the people in the Dallas hospital couldn't identify it, and those are medical professionals. I mean, I think we're responding in the wrong way, and I think we're responding in the wrong way to absolutely everything that we're doing. If we're going to take this seriously, and we expect the nation to take this seriously, then we have to behave accordingly. And I don't think you take a security guard and morph him into a medical professional. I think you actually take and stop the flights and let the medical professionals check them at the other end. And by the way, in case it didn't occur to anybody, putting people to check at 5 locations where international flights are coming in isn't really going to quite capture it. And I'll tell you why. Because it's like, you know, there are flights coming from everywhere. So just because you're not on a direct flight from Africa doesn't mean you didn't come from there. At some point, all they have to do is filter through somewhere else who isn't doing the screening. So people can get out. I think that's where you stop it, is at that end, not at this end. That's me. Enough of my rant. The last thing I'm going to do is talk about my superstitions. And I went to Lowe's, this is a while back, and I bought a plant, and the plant said that it was a money tree, and that the more the tree flourishes, it's a little tree, you know, it's a plant essentially, but the more it flourishes, you know, the better that you do financially. And I'm so lunatic, I bought this thing. My husband looks at it in the wagon and he says, what are you buying now? And I said, I'm buying this money tree. It's going to bring us, you know, good luck financially. And he reads the tag, you know, and he's serious. And my husband is a man of few words, but what he did say was, the only evidence that this thing draws any money is the fact that we're going to pay $15 for it. Which, you know, he has a point. Anyway, I bring it home. I do nothing with it. I sit it on the counter. It turns into Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. It's like a stick with one leaf on it, and I feel bad because I haven't watered it in forever. So I start watering it and taking care of it and this and that, and a whole new shoot comes out of it. This shoot has died, but this whole new shoot comes out, and suddenly I get this amazing job, and I'm making money hand over fist, and so all of a sudden, Mr. Doubting Thomas, which is not his name, but he now believes in the money tree. So we have 3 of these now in various rooms in the house. And of course, one of them that we've been taking care of has just sprung a brand new shoot. And so now, you know, we're all excited because, oh my God, something new is coming. This is going to be great. In the meantime, the first one that I told you about, its leaves are starting to turn yellow and drop off. And there is panic in the house. I'm not exaggerating. There is panic. Every time we're talking about it, it's, oh my God, have we checked the plant and we lost any more leaves? I'm thinking, if we took as much care of people and each other as I am that money tree, we'd be better off. So that's my message for the weekend, because I'm not going to do these on the weekend. I only do them during the week, but I think we take care of each other like we're taking care of a money tree, you know, when we take care of other people, we're taking care of ourselves. That's the message. So have fun out there. Bye.